Okay, we are live. Let's go. The copywriting show is on. And we're going to answer all your questions about freelance copywriting today. So let's get into it. We're going to go live here on Instagram. Let's get set up there. Okay, we're good to go. All right, welcome to the copywriting show. That's not actually the name of this show, but I should call that. I actually want to have it eventually where we can actually have people like call in live, like the Dave Ramsey show or like Alex Ramosi, like the copywriting hotline. Here we go. Let's get your questions going about copywriting. So yeah, here we are. I'm going to be going live now for about 1 hour. My name is Brandon Story. I've been a six-figure copywriter for the past few years. And normally, and I made $700,000 as a copywriter. I have generated millions of results for clients. And I've taught 750 students in my paid programs to learn copywriting, learn how to land clients fast, get to full-time fast as well. And so normally it costs $1,900 for me to coach people one-on-one, which means hopping on calls like this and being able to talk to people one-on-one. You get access to me for free right now for 1 hour to ask me anything about being a freelance copywriter, about getting started, landing clients, learning copywriting, getting to 10K a month fast, and how I did it. I went from 0 to 9K a month in 12 months and 10 to 15K a month since back in 2019. Okay. So ask your questions here. Let's go. Welcome, Comfy Copywriter. Ayo. Welcome, Meta Marketing, Joshua. Welcome, Avoid B. I don't know. I have no idea if that's how to say your name. Avoid B. What? Joshua, hey man, great to have you back live. It's great to be here. Great to see you, man. Bailey, what's up? Bailey Lennon, represent, one of my students. What's up, Maheen? Everybody welcome in. So we're gonna get started here pretty quickly. What's up, Amit? Hey guys, just tell me, comment in the chat below where you're where you're calling from. We need to have a call-in feature. I gotta figure out how to do this. Gotta get you guys to actually call in and like get on the call live. That'd be so fun. Just comment below where you're from, where you're commenting from, where you're tuning in from. I'm in Canada right now, up in the north. We got some crazy winter storm hitting like Canada and the US pretty soon here. But okay, we got Amit from Delhi, India. San Diego. Let's go. Change my username. Hold on. Comfy Copywriter. Who? I can't see who you are. Wait, is that Corey? Oh, it is Corey. Okay, I was like, why do I recognize the picture? I just zoom in a bit. Comfy Copywriter. You actually did the branding. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, we got Avoid B. G, you do good work. Love your work ethic, consistency. Thank you. That's awesome. Tyler, tuning in from Missouri. What's up? We got Pakistan. We got Oregon. Oregon is the closest person to me. Over easy. Okay, I'm in just north of you a little bit. Just keep driving up this way and you'll get there. Are you in a sauna? That's a good question. That's actually, I've had that question before. I live in a log home. So it's like a log cabin, log home, literally just all wood. This is my little wooden office in the log home. So I know it looks like a sauna. And actually I have like a little heater in here because it's like freezing in Canada right now. So I'll actually turn on the heater sometimes. And my wife literally was like, this feels like a sauna right now. So anyways, we're going to get into it. We got just under an hour that I got with you guys today. So ask me anything. Now's the time. Ask away. If you have any questions about getting started as a copywriter, if you want to learn how to make money online, if you are wondering how you can build an online business, if you are a new copywriter, but you want to learn how to write copy and how to learn fast, how to get good fast, how to land your first client, if you're struggling with outreach, how to outreach best, how to handle objections in the DMs, how to get people on calls, how to handle sales calls. What are the best outreach methods in 2026? I can tell you right now what they all are. There's some wrong outreach methods and some right ones. And lots of people are doing the wrong ones. My fam in Russia has a sauna from wood. Yeah, it's pretty close. Hola, what's up? So yeah, any questions you guys have about getting started as a copywriter, learning copywriting fast, getting to full-time fast, landing your first client, like scaling, serving your clients, whatever you have, I'm here to answer them. Because I was able to go 7 years ago in 2019 from knowing absolutely nothing about copywriting, failing at multiple businesses before, working a 12-hour day job and being like, I need to get out of this and build my own business, to within 12 months, I was able to learn copywriting from scratch, quit my job and my wife's job in 3 months, land my first client in, actually before that, in a month and a half, get to 5K a month in 7 months, $9,000 a month in 12 months, and had moved away from Vancouver, halfway around the world, hopped on a one-way flight. We sold everything, moved away, and we're living in Thailand, traveling through Thailand, Australia, Vietnam, and we've lived and traveled all over the world thanks to copywriting. Canada, the US, Australia, Italy, Thailand, bunch of places. So if you want more freedom, if you are like, man, I am stuck in my dead end job, I hate my 9 to 5, I want to get out of the rat race. If you're in university, even you're like, Matt, I cannot see myself doing this for the next 40 years, right? Go get a real job like normal people. Yeah. You know, you can choose that. If you want to go get a real job like normal people and 40 years work for somebody else, that's fine too. That's for some people. That's not for me. I hated working a 9 to 5. I hated someone telling me when I can start work and when I have to stop work. I hated someone telling me whether I can go see my family or not. I hated someone telling me when I'm allowed to use the bathroom, right? School, university, even jobs sometimes. Like, this stuff is crazy. And so I couldn't do that. So what I want to do was build an online business and get started. So yeah, so I'm not sure what your questions are here. Stop being mean to him. What? So if you want to have that freedom for yourself, that autonomy, be able to make 10K plus per month from your laptop, just writing things from your laptop, let me tell you, it's possible. I did it. I have 750 students as copywriters who many of them have already built a full-time income fast. And so ask your questions. Let's get into it. Okay. First question comes from Avoid B. I don't know how to say your name, from Instagram. Right. So you're cool. First question, agency or freelance, which is better? P.S. I hate agency work. Okay, well, I think you answered the question for yourself. Freelance copywriting or agency, what's the difference? Well, to explain it first, a freelancer is anybody, copywriter, graphic designer, video editor, sales, marketing, who works as a one-person business and works with a few different clients. So a few different businesses doing their work for them. So you are a one-person business. You are the one in charge of everything. It's Abby. Okay. And you just work on your own. Okay. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You don't have employees. You don't have to manage anybody. It's just you and the business owner. That's what I've done. That's how I built my business. I think that's the best path for freedom and autonomy. You can obviously make more money if you go agency path, because you can hire help, you can scale more, and you could have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 contractors, other copywriters working with you, managing like 10, 20 clients and making like 30, 50, 100K a month potentially. So agency path, but that's not all profit. So agency path, if you want to make the most amount of money with the copywriting path, is to build an agency. But you also, there's more stresses. You're dealing with people, managing, hiring, firing. Like, you're spending a lot of your time managing and stuff like that, and hiring and scaling, versus like actually writing the stuff. So and there's less freedom, there's more stress, there's less autonomy. For me, I like freelance. I like the idea of I just get to work on my own with 2 to 5 clients, just rip out some emails in the morning, boom, I'm making 10K a month. And I don't have to worry about anybody else. I don't have to hire, I don't have to fire, I don't have to manage dozens of clients and all these bells and whistles. And people who work in agency, they're not working 4 hours a week. Or they're not even working 4 hours a day, right? They're working long hours and forever, basically. It's very, very hard to get out of that if you go agency path. You can make more money, but it's way more advanced. And for me, I just didn't care. Once I was making 10, 15K per month on my own, it's why would I go hire help? It's I don't care. I'm making great money, providing for my family, and get all the freedom and autonomy I want. So what's my favorite movie? Lord of the Rings. 100% it's Lord of the Rings. It has to be. I just actually posted best entrepreneur business movies though. So business movies though, if you want to watch an entrepreneur movie, if you're like, man, I got a Netflix craving, but I want to get some business learning in, Social Network, The Big Short. What did I just post? What else did I post? Pursuit of Happiness, not really a business owner, but it very much is entrepreneurial spirit. And there was one other one I forgot. Oh, another underrated one is Flamin' Hot. But yeah. Okay, so we got some more questions here. Let's get into it here. So any questions you guys have about getting started as a freelance copywriter, how to learn fast, how to land your first client, how to scale, how to do the work, how to manage your time, how to juggle this on top of your 9 to 5, ask away, post in the comments now, and I'll try to go through as many questions as I can. Okay. Maheen asks, I already work with a brand, but I want to learn and get more exposure. Should I find clients and directly work on projects or learn first? I'm not too sure what you mean by learn first. You say that you already work with a brand, but you want to learn. So you should never stop learning as a freelance copywriter. I have never stopped learning. I have always spent time leveling up as a copywriter. There's definitely part of the job, and definitely part of the business is like you need to learn. You need to always be learning, especially with AI here too. And it's like AI isn't wiping out copywriters. Let's handle that objection right now and that concern. AI isn't here to take your job. It's here to make your job easier. But what I'll say is this is like right now, I'm learning AI stuff. I'm using AI stuff. I'm adapting to the new times. 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, when the internet came on the scene, before the internet, people did things the old-fashioned way, typewriters, newspapers, magazines, brochures, commercials. Then the internet came on the scene and people leveled up. They learned how to write emails. Those came into existence. Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, sales pages, VSLs. All these things didn't exist 30 years ago. And all of a sudden, the people who, when the internet came on scene, like the .com boom came on, people who learned and upskilled with the internet made more money in less time and reached more people. So right now we're in the same scenario where AI is here, and now like I'm upskilling and learning AI stuff and applying it to my business, clients, and stuff like that. And it's awesome. You should always be learning. You should always be upskilling. I've invested $5,000 into my copywriting education in the first year. One of the biggest reasons that I succeeded quick was doing that. And since then, I've invested over $30,000 like over the years, courses, coaching, programs, books. Like go get the books and start there. Maheen, if you're not reading the copywriting books, go read them. If you don't like reading, go listen to them. Listen to Adweek Copywriting Handbook. This book is on YouTube for free. Spotify and YouTube for free. You can go listen for free. Okay. So go upskill, go learn. And yeah, like go pick a specialty. I'm not too sure what type of copy you're writing for the brand you're working with, but maybe you can give more context. How to start learning copywriting on your own. Go buy copywriting books, Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Go read cash advertising, read books every day or listen to them every day, audiobooks. Okay. Start power writing every day. Start making sure you're actually writing the stuff for 30 to 60 minutes. Go like you'll learn frameworks, go take courses. If you're willing to invest in your education, you're going to learn faster. Go invest in courses, go get coaching, go join my 6-Figure Copy Academy. It's my paid coaching program, group coaching. You get my entire 90-day roadmap course, instructions on how to learn copy, how to land clients, how to manage clients, how to scale to 6 figures. You can click the link in my description below and join. Go do that. That's the fastest way you're going to learn is learning from other people who have done this before and start specializing. Pick one type of copy and get really good at that and practice that every day. And then start reaching people. Okay. So, okay, next question. Let's get into it. Is a year the expected timeline to from zero to any client? So I think what you're asking is, does it take 1 year to land a paid client? Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing and you suck, like straight up. If it takes you 1 year to land a paid client with copywriting, you're doing something terribly wrong. You should be able to land a client within 1 to 3 months. If you haven't landed a client by the 3-month mark, something is very wrong. You're either not learning fast enough, you're not spending enough time learning, you're either not writing the stuff and practicing enough, or you're not outreaching enough or outreaching the right way. Like nobody should have to wait 12 months to get paid as a copywriter. There's something seriously wrong if that's the case. If you're even at 6 months of learning and you're still not making money, you're doing something wrong and you need to change what you're doing ASAP, like right away. Okay. First step is you need to actually get good at the skill. You need to learn and study the books and the courses and the coaching to actually learn the stuff from people who have done this before. You need to practice writing every day, 30 to 60 minutes minimum, writing copy, practicing, study the stuff, study high performing copy, and then start outreaching every single day. At some point in time, after 30 days of learning this stuff, you should be good enough to land clients. Like most people should be able to land a client within 30 days if they're actually studying every single day, because most people are going to be better than the average business owner within 30 days. Like if you actually study and practice and learn for 1-2 hours a day for 30 days, you are going to be better than 90% of business owners at writing copy. And the moment you're better at writing copy than they are, you are ready to land clients. Because if you write better copy, you convert better. You will make more sales for them. The moment you can make more sales for companies, you are worthy of something, some kind of payment. So no, 1 year is not the expected timeline. 1 year is way too long. And if somebody's taking 6 to 12 months and they're still not landing clients, you need to change what you're doing and learn from people who know what they're doing, and stop learning from cheap people or free stuff online, learning from people who don't know what they're talking about. Okay. You need to start, like, get your act together and go learn this stuff the right way, because my average student is landing client within about a month. Okay. So if you're taking 6, 12 months, something's off, and you just switch what you're doing ASAP and go get help from people who know what they're doing. Like, that's just way too long. Okay. What should be the daily ritual for a copywriter looking to land high paying clients? So let's assume that you got your copy skills down to some degree. Like, your copy's good enough to land clients. I'm going to make that assumption. Okay. I'm going to make the assumption that you've already know how to write copy to some degree and you're pretty good. By the way, you don't need to be some master copywriter to land clients, right? You can get good enough in just a few weeks to start making money as a copywriter. Your skills can be good enough, right? What would be my daily ritual if I'm going to go now into client landing mode? Okay. So here's my daily ritual if I'm going to start landing clients for the first time. Step one, it's not even a daily ritual. There's phases. Step one, I'm going to go to every single contact in my phone of every single business owner that I know. Friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, people at my church, people down the road, whatever. Anybody who's in my phone or on my personal social media who I know has a business, I'm going to write down every single name, every single business owner in my list. And everybody knows one. Everybody knows at least one or two business owners. You may not think, oh, Sally's Nail Salon, we got Bob, your cousin Bob, who has a roofing company or construction company. Like, every single business owner you can think of, write them down. Then you're going to go sniper bomb them. You're going to go look at their website, their socials, their emails, whatever kind of copy you want to look at, and you're going to go give them tips to improve it. Fix this, fix this, fix this. If you've been studying copywriting, you're going to know how to fix their copy, right? If you haven't been studying and you can't, I don't know how to fix this, then go back in the books, go invest in more coaching and courses, because you don't know what you're doing. But anybody can do this within 30 days. You're going to go through all the list of all the business owners you know. You're going to tell them how to improve their marketing and copy. And then you're going to write them their first piece of copy for free. And you're going to reach out to them. Hey, cousin Bob, how's it going? Oh, I love what you're doing. By the way, I just started doing some marketing for business owners, and I noticed a couple things with your stuff. Who does your marketing? You do your marketing? Cool. Want some help with it? Great. Let's get started. There you go. You just landed your first client. After that, I'm going to go to local businesses. I just posted a video of this on YouTube, how to land a local business within 3 days. I'm going to go do the same thing. I'm going to go to the shops that I shop, go to the stores that I shop at. I'm going to walk down the road, right? Okay, I go to that store, I buy from there, I go get my hair cut there, that barber, I go to that nail salon if I'm a girl, and all these things. Great. Now I'm going to go look at their websites, their socials, their emails, and I'm going to write them a free audit and tell them how to improve their marketing, give them tips on how to improve this stuff, and give them a first piece of copy for free. And then I'm going to go give it to them, DM them, cold email them. Here's the free thing. Just want to help you out for free. And I'm going to walk into this business. Oh, hello, business owner. Hey, how's it going? Who's the owner here? You're the manager? Great. Hey, who does your marketing? I just looked at your stuff online. I do marketing. I noticed a couple quick things that you guys aren't doing that'll get you more traffic in the door and more revenue. Just curious, do you do your marketing or someone else? Oh, you do it? Cool. Hey, is it cool if I just show you a couple quick tips for free, like no charge rate, just to help you out? Cool. Your website, I noticed this. Your socials, I noticed this. Your emails, this. Your ads, this. If you make these changes, you're going to get way more people, more traffic, more people into your store, and you're going to get a lot more customers and more revenue. By the way, like, is it cool if we meet maybe tomorrow? I can do a quick meeting and show you just a bit more on like how you can improve your marketing and get more revenue, stuff like that. Obviously, we can see if there's a fit for us to work together, but there's no obligation to buy anything. Sounds good. Cool. How about 2 p.m. tomorrow? Does that work? Sounds good. Shake hand. Here's my contact info. I'll be here at 2 p.m. tomorrow. See ya. Walk back in the door the next day. Hey, how's it going? Oh, let's do a quick meeting. I'm going to write down my audit. I'm going to print it off on a page. I'm going to hand it to the guy, and I'm going to walk through all the things that I would do to improve this guy's business if I was already hired. If you want to land clients in 2026, the way you're going to do it, my ritual is going to be, I'm going to outreach to at least one person every single day, one high value outreach in 60 minutes per day. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go after people who have money, who have signs making money, and I'm going to go pitch one person per day in 1 hour per day. And I'm getting a client faster than anybody I know because of this. If you do it like this, you're going to crush it. If it's your cousin Bob, if it's the local business down the road, those are the fastest ways. If you're like, I'm in a second or third world country, everybody's poor around me, I don't want to do that, I want to land clients online, then great, go do this online then. After that, I'm going to go online, going to go on Instagram. I'm going to pick one niche. Let's say real estate agents, SaaS finance, or dog e-com brands, or fitness coaches, and just focus on those guys and just write one type of copy. And every day I'm going to look at a new one. I'm going to go write them an audit. I'm going to go give them some tips in their copy and marketing. I'm going to go write them my first piece of copy, and I'm going to take 1 hour every day, maximum, and outreach to one person per day. And you know what? If I have 2-3 hours a day, guess what? I'm sending 2 to 3 of these a day, and I'm probably getting a client within 2 to 3 days. So this is how you do it in 2026. This is the strategy. It's called the Sniper Bomb strategy. It's what I teach my students. If you want to learn the whole strategy and get help to do it and get support and coaching, click the link in my bio below, click the link in my description, and join the Six Figure Copy Academy. This is my paid group coaching program. You get my 90-day course, 60 videos, exercises, checklists, templates, outreach, scripts, everything you need to get started with copywriting, get your first client and beyond, all the way to 10K a month. We got 100 people in there, serious copywriters. We keep you accountable. We got daily support, weekly coaching calls, weekly writing feedback, and everything you need to. So if you want to move the fastest and you want to get help and learn from me and other copywriters who are already making full-time income in there, click the link, join now. It's the fastest way to get client number one with copywriting. Okay, so next question. Is the 1 year the expected timeline to zero to your first dollars? No. Do it in 1 to 3 months. If you aren't getting a client within 1 to 3 months, you're doing something wrong. If you have 2 to 4 hours a day that you're practicing, like 4 hours a day, you should be getting a client within like 30 to 40 days. If not, something's wrong. You need to switch what you're doing. Can we do research using AI only based on proofs, or should I search other resources for that? AI can help you research. It's not going to take away all your research, though, the research that you have to do. It can help you get started. It can help you wrap things up. It can help you organize your research. But if you just use AI to research, you're going to screw yourself over. And the reason for that is because there's something that copywriters need to do, even if you're using AI as part of your process, which can help you, that AI can never replace. And that is marinating and incubating in the research. There is a major benefit to time spent in the research that AI cannot replace. AI can help you organize things. AI can help you get started. AI can help you with research on the fly when you need a quick stat or this or that. But AI cannot replace time spent processing information, inputting information from a business, from their audience, from their competitors, swipe files, studying high-performing copy, and studying the niche, and like looking at reviews and testimonials and feedback. AI cannot replace that part. So knowing how to do that is crucial. I landed a $7,000 email client in my first year, and I wasn't going to go click a couple buttons and be like, my research is done. I wanted to crush it for this person, right? They were my big fish of the first year. I went from $1,000 a month my first 6 months. 2 months later, I was making $7K a month. One project, 12 emails, $7,000. I spent 3 days, the first 3 days after I landed this client, just in research. I spent an entire, I think, whole 1 day, literally just looking at reviews. They had like 5,000 reviews or something, like huge amounts. And I literally, one whole day, I just looked at what their audience was saying, positives and negatives about this, right? About their business, their product. And I just looked at patterns. This stuff, you can't beat spending time with your target audience, with your client's target audience. You cannot beat listening and hearing and spending time reading the words that come out of the customer's mouth, because that is gold when it comes to writing copy. Because oftentimes with copy, you're literally just taking what they say and putting that in your copy. One of them was an art. One of my clients was selling art prints, so they sold like art decor, like home decor, art that goes on walls, right? Like this is my little 2-year-old's artwork, right? People who sell art like this, but they print it out, obviously not like this, and they put it on the walls. They sell those. And one thing that people kept saying over and over again was like, the feel of these prints is so high quality. It feels so nice in my hands. Like the feel of the artwork is just like, the texture is amazing. And I noticed people kept saying this over and over again. And so guess what we focused on in the copy? The quality. I didn't just say, oh, this artwork's high quality. I said, you can feel the quality in the print. The prints are so high quality, they'll last 100 years. You can pass them down to your children's children, right? You don't want to tell people this thing's a great product and it's high quality. You explain it to them. The feel of the paper is so thick and like crisp in your hands, and it can be passed down to generations, right? So I only got this because of reading reviews. So AI can help you. It can help you organize things. It can help you find research, but it will not fully replace time spent researching, if that makes sense. Okay, we got another question from Naz. I'm really interested in starting a copywriting business. I'm just starting to learn. How can I find clients best? Okay, if you're interested in getting started and you're new to this, don't think about clients yet. Just think about getting good. Okay. Right now, your main mission should just be reading this book every day, writing for 60 minutes per day, just any kind of writing, and studying high performing copy from Gary Halbert and Claude Hopkins and Gary Bencivenga. That's all you should be doing for the first like 2 weeks as a copywriter. Just write, do free writing like a journal or a diary. Just write. Literally give yourself 60 minutes and just free write about anything, doesn't even matter what. You need to build your writing muscle. Then spend 30 to 60 minutes a day reading or listening to this book for free on YouTube, right? The Adweek Copywriting Handbook. Third thing, go look at sales letters and ads from Gary Halbert and literally just handwrite one of these every single day. First 2 weeks, literally just do that. After that, you need to specialize and niche down. Pick one type of copy and one person and write copy in that. For instance, emails for fitness coaches, Facebook ads for real estate agents, landing pages for pet. I mean, like I say, pet. I was gonna say pet dogs, pet like dog food or something. Like it doesn't matter what the thing is, but pick one type of copy and one niche, and just start practicing that every day. Find people online. Go look at their copy and rewrite it according to the principles you've learned in this book and by studying high performing copy. If you want to move the fastest in learning copywriting faster than anybody around you, YouTube will also help, but going through an actual structured course will teach you best. I have a 90-day course in my Six-Figure Copy Academy. If you literally just want someone to tell you, do this every day, watch this video and do this assignment and this exercise for 90 days straight, that's what I give you in my course. That's why I give you my Six-Figure Copy Academy. Everything from writing copy to landing clients to serving those clients and scaling to 10K a month. Like that is what you'll learn in this. And following a proven program where you don't have to think about what to work on every day and, oh, should I do this or should I do that? There's so much conflicting advice about how to learn this stuff. The easiest thing is just like take all the guesswork out and just follow literally for 90 days straight. Day 1, watch this video, do this assignment. Day 17, watch this thing, do this task, do this habit. Day 32, reach out to this person in this way, and here's your script. All the scripts, checklists, templates, copy frameworks, everything you need is in there. So that's the fastest thing. And then once you're ready to land clients, you're going to go approach businesses 1 per day and 1 hour per day, and you're going to rewrite their copy. You're going to send them a free audit telling them how to improve their copy marketing and write them a new piece of copy. It's that simple. Go into one niche, pick one type of copy, and there's basically it. That's the step-by-step, okay? Please give a daily schedule. I have 4 to 5 hours daily, but I'm confused on what I should do. I just told you all the things you should do, so just start with that. Why did you quit your job? Why did I quit my job? Because I hated working for somebody else. I wanted more free time and autonomy. I wanted to make more money. I want to be able to travel the world whenever I wanted, however I wanted. I want to take a vacation. I want to be able to provide for my wife. I wanted my wife not to have to work. I want to be able to retire her. I want to be able to have time for my kids. And if I wanted to duck out of work at 10 a.m. on a random Tuesday, or take Friday, Sunday, Monday off and Thursday, or like any day I want, I can do that, right? I want to be able to provide for my parents even more. I want to be able to help people in a greater way. And I don't want to be stuck in traffic, right? I was working a 12-hour day job, stuck in traffic for an hour and a half every single day this way and that way, gloomy, rainy Vancouver. I wanted to get out of that city and like go work for myself and have more free time and autonomy. That's why I quit my job. And I started copywriting in January 2019. And within 3 months, March 2019, I quit. I was out of there. I already started landing clients. I had some runway savings. Boom, got out of there, sold everything, moved halfway around the world. And since then, I've moved back to Canada. But those are some of the reasons why I quit my job and went all in on copywriting. I just wanted an online business to give me more freedom and autonomy and make more money too. Have I tried my DM method on LinkedIn? I haven't personally tried my DM method on LinkedIn, but depending on your niche, LinkedIn's awesome. And there's tons of money on LinkedIn. So it absolutely will work just the same as Instagram. It just depends on what your niche is, right? Which free sample of copywriting do you give to those you reach out to that are among the top 3? I'm not too sure what you mean by that are among the top 3. You just want to pick one type of copy and get good at it. And that's what you're going to get people. So if you want to get good at, my favorite is emails. So I would go look at businesses that I want to go after, go sign up to their email list and go rewrite their email. And I'd go send them 1 email per day with a couple tips on how to improve their emails, copy and strategy. Right. So yeah, I just answered the same question. Pick one specialty yourself and then do that. I'm learning to write emails, but how do I know I'm ready to do outreach? You know you're ready to do outreach when you can answer this question. Is my copy better than their copy? Can I write better copy than them? If you can't look at someone's business online and look at their copy and confidently believe that you can write better copy than them, then you're not ready. So you'll know if you can look at someone's website and see, oh, this headline sucks. It says like apply to my one-on-one fitness coaching today. And that's the headline. It's like, well, how could I make a better headline than that? It's like, yeah. It's like, are you a 40 plus woman or female? Like, lose 10 pounds of fat in the next 30 days, guaranteed. Apply today. All of a sudden, hey, I can write a better headline than this person. I might be ready to land them as a client and write copy. So like, you know, you're ready when you can look at people's stuff and know for sure you can improve it. And if you don't know that you can improve it, you just don't understand copywriting enough and you need to get back in the books and back in the courses and coaching. It's as simple as that. So, but like to get to the final point of this, you need to understand why business owners will hire copywriters in the beginning. Like, they aren't hiring copywriters to write for them. No business owner wakes up ever and thinks, I just need to pay someone money to write things for me. No, the whole point of them hiring a copywriter is for them to make more money and grow. They hire you because you are a return on investment for them, hopefully a positive one. And so if they pay you $1,000 or $3,000, I've made as much as $8,300 a month from one client. They're expecting I'm going to make more money back that I'm investing into this copywriter. You are an investment. So you need to learn how to grow their business. That's why they hire you. So when you can confidently look at someone's copy and write better stuff for them, it means when you write better copy just means you're going to convert better than them. When they write a certain headline and it's, generating 50K per month, you change the headline, next thing you know, they're making 70K a month. You just created $20,000 of extra money out of thin air. You think they're going to have a problem paying you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month if you did that? No way. They're going to pay you the money because you just gave them an ROI. That's why when you need to understand this stuff, it's going to help you so much when it comes to pitching clients and landing clients. Okay, so next question. I'm working with an influencer, but her focus is on personal branding. I want to learn more about copywriting and I'm kind of driven towards it. Personal branding is a weird thing. Like, you tell me more about what you're doing for this person for their personal brand. Like, are you ghostwriting for them on social media? Are you writing their LinkedIn posts? Are you helping them grow their following? What you're describing of growing a personal brand really just comes down to it's social media marketing and social media content creation, which is nothing wrong with that. And you make lots of money with that. And it is a form of copywriting. So you want to learn more about copywriting, you need to ask me. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Like, do you want tips on how to learn it or what kind of copy you should write? Maheen just asked me another question because I'm not too sure what you're wanting to do. Which copywriting is the easiest to do and which is the hardest? Warm traffic copywriting is the easiest. Okay, so stuff like writing emails, that's easier than writing Facebook and Instagram ads, which is cold traffic copy most of the time. Obviously, you can run Facebook and Instagram ads that are retargeting and warm traffic and blah, blah. But I'd say one of the hardest ones is like Facebook, Instagram ads. That doesn't mean like it's a bad opportunity to go into. It just means like converting people who don't know a brand yet right away. That's like, it's a little bit harder to do that. So that'd be like Facebook, Instagram ads, Google ads versus you writing the emails of somebody who already saw some ads or already was on some social media and like join the email list. So they already know the brand a little bit. It's easier to convert people who already know you a bit than people who don't know you. So emails would be slightly easier, I would say, overall for a beginner than something like Facebook, Instagram ads. But if you learn Facebook and Instagram ads, it's super valuable. So yeah. Okay, tips. Cushy, you want tips on getting your first clients. You have 1 year experience in the field. You want to start freelancing. Yeah, go sniper bomb people. I got a whole bunch of training on this. You're going to go find people in one niche and you're going to go audit their business, go audit their copy, go give them tips. Like, here's what I would do to improve your emails. And here's your first new email sample for free that I just wrote for you. Do that once per day. You're getting a client 30 days most of the time. Lem, what's up, Lem? Okay, you want to write newsletter copy. As an employee, I've written 6 internal newsletters for B2B manufacturers and 1 external. Would it be hard to sell internal newsletters as a service as a freelancer? So when you say internal newsletters, I'm guessing you mean like a newsletter that goes out to the employees of the company. Like, hey, here's what's happening in our company. Here's the latest. Here's what changes are going on. Whatever, here's company events, like here's our goals, our mission, blah, blah. Like, and here's the Christmas party date. Is that what you mean, Lem? Because if so, I mean, if you're referring to that kind of internal newsletter, that's going to be a very hard sell for most people online as a freelancer. Like that would be very rare. That like the kind of company who needs that is definitely like a bigger business than somebody who has like 5-10 employees. Like you're probably going to be looking at companies who have at least like probably 20 to 100 plus employees who would need that kind of thing. That's unlikely to happen as a freelancer. Like it's gonna be a tough sell to you coming as, they're gonna be like, why don't you just work for their company as an employee? That's my guess. So external newsletters where you're actually doing email marketing for acquiring customers and retaining them, that's gonna be a lot easier sell. It's way easier of a sell as a freelancer. What kind of copywriting can you provide to real estate agents? Everything. Real estate agents need everything. Emails, social media, ads, sales pages, you name it, they need it. What niches are the easiest to write in? Whatever one you're most interested in and you have the biggest advantage in and the biggest background in. I think we had another question from Instagram. I'm just gonna go back here for a second. Yeah, Joshua, if you're still here, you want to ask questions around copy that goes on sales pages. And you notice that I don't have much content on how to create sales page copy. I'm having a hard time with logic around that at the moment. Never made it before, but working on some for a client. Yeah, so the best thing whenever you're getting into any type of copy is you want to study that thing. So if you're going to learn sales pages, go look at people who have successful sales pages. Go look and see what are other people doing here, right? For sales page copy, go study the OGs too. Gary Halbert sales letters, Gary Bensavinga sales letters, Claude Hopkins sales letters. Go study their sales letters. Then go look at modern sales pages and see how they structure things. I'm going to give you a basic framework for a sales page right now that will work in most cases, most of the time. It's the Pastor framework. I learned it from Ray Edwards. You can look him up online. He's a copywriter, copy coach as well, right? So Pastor. Okay, so you want to do this. It's basically PAS, problem, agitate, solution, except a little bit more. Okay, so Pastor framework starts with this: person, problem. So you're going to present the problem that the reader's facing and the person on the other end. Then you're going to go agitate their problems. Okay, then you're going to go present your story and your solution. So the story of how you came across the solution that's going to fix that problem. Then you're going to share testimonials, how it's worked for other people. That's the T, P-A-S-T. Okay, then you're going to present the offer. Here's what I'm going to give you, and here's the money I'm asking for in return. Right? Here's what's all included. And then the R is a response. That's the call to action. So you're going to say, hey, you want to buy the thing? Click here to start today. Right? Follow frameworks. Frameworks are how you write copy. It makes it so you don't have to think about, oh, I got to write this huge sales page. Like, what the heck am I supposed to write? Like, just do one section at a time. P-A-S-T-O-R. One section at a time. You've got a sales page written. I actually do teach how to do sales pages inside my academy. So if you join at the link below, I actually show you how to do one using the Pastor framework. So now you can write sales pages from scratch, and you actually watch me in real time write a sales page from scratch in the course. So you can see how a 6-figure copywriter does it. Okay. And then it's your turn, and you have whole checklists, templates on how to do this stuff. Let's see. Okay. We have another question from Instagram from Abby. Which is a better pathway, e-com emails or script writing or ghostwriting? I'm confused. Your path depends on what kind of copy you like writing. You can make 10K a month writing e-com emails or doing like script writing. Script writing, I'm not sure if you're talking about like YouTube script writing or ad script writing, but you can make good money with either. And ghostwriting could refer to social media content writing. You can make money with all of them. It all comes down to the style you actually like the most. Now, I think you have higher sales potential and income potential with emails versus like social media ghostwriting, but you really can get by with both. Okay, cool, Joshua. Yeah, I'll check my messages after my live. Okay, some more questions here. Asking the barber to do business with him is a good suggestion, but I don't have hair. I think you're referring to landing a local client, like a local business as a copywriting client. Yeah, you don't have to go to a barber. Where else do you shop? If you want to land a local client, it's the easiest thing next to people who already know you, like friends, family, coworkers. So number one, fastest way to land a client, go to friends, family, coworkers who already have a business. Number two, go to local businesses down the street that you shop from. Where do you already go? That's what you're referring to, I think, right? If you go to a local barber, get haircuts. I don't, because I have long hair. I don't even remember the last time I cut my hair, right? But if I went to a barber, I'm gonna go pitch them. If I go to there's like an ice hockey shop that I go to. So they sell like ice hockey equipment. I could go pitch them. I go to skateboard shops. I used to do skateboarding. I use this as an example in my video. Go to the places that you already shop from and just go audit their stuff, tell them how to improve it, write them a new piece of copy, and talk and see who does their marketing if they want some help. It's as simple as that. Just go walk in the door and go help these guys. How many pages have you done handwriting copy when you started? When can you say one is ready? I hand copied a ton of sales letters in my first year, right? I actually rewrote Gary Halbert's entire book, The Boron Letters. I literally rewrote his entire book by hand because I wanted to learn from the best. He's the GOAT. He sold $1 billion as a copywriter. I'm going to learn from him. And guess what? His number one advice to learn copywriting was to do exactly that. Go look at high-performing sales copy and go write it out by hand to study it. That's what I did. I don't know. I must have spent hundreds of hours in my first year doing that. I would say the majority came in the first month, but particularly the first 3 months, I was probably writing for like 30 minutes a day, hand copying sales letters and ads, sometimes an hour in the first 1 to 3 months. Okay, so you say, God bless you, make me feel brand new. Hey, God bless you too. That's a good rhyme. I like that. Is it true the more ads you write, the better you get at writing ads, and the more ads you write, the more money you make? I think I found the infinite money glitch. 100%. The more copy you write, guess what? You get better at it. Just the same as riding a bicycle. First couple times you ride a bike, you're going to fall over and scrape your knees and you're going to suck at riding a bike. Keep getting up and keep learning. Eventually you're going to figure out how to steer and sit and move the pedals and see where you're going. And once you learn how to ride a bike, you can just ride a bike. It's the same thing with copy. It's hard at first, but then it gets easier and easier and easier. You learn how to play basketball, you start shooting hoops, you're going to get better the more you practice. It's the same as any other skill. Okay. I saw you have a copywriting bot offered in the sales page. Is that a custom GPT or what is it? I have no idea what you're talking about. A copywriting bot. Oh, okay. You're referring to, I see. You're referring to Story AI. I thought you were saying I have a little chat bot on my sales page. I have a custom GPT. It's Story AI. It is a copywriting coach that you can have 24/7 and ask it copywriting questions anytime and get your copy reviewed. Story AI, what it is essentially ChatGPT, but beefed up just for copywriting. And so I have hundreds and hundreds of one-on-one coaching calls that people have paid me $1,900 for, hundreds of copy feedback videos uploaded. All these things were uploaded to the GPT to train it, to learn it. My entire course, my entire coaching calls, copy feedback that I've given. So you can just ask Story AI. The stuff that I'm telling you right now, a lot, like 80% of what I'm sharing with you, Story AI would be saying the same answers and giving you even more help. But it also reviews your writing too. So if you want to level up as a copywriter, you got to get your writing up to speed. Get other people who know how to write copy to review your stuff. Story AI reviews your copy, tells you how to improve it, make it better. So it's $197 as a standalone product, but it's a free bonus if you join the 6-Figure Copy Academy, which is my paid program below, group coaching, full course and everything. You get Story AI for free when you join. You get lifetime access to it, which is pretty insane. Next question from Wajid. Is it good to start a beginner copywriter with email copywriting? Yeah, if you're a beginner copywriter, email copywriting is one of the best ones to start with, hands down. How can you say that my research is good enough for me to start writing good copy? That's a very hard thing to answer. Research it depends. Like if you already really know a niche, like inside and out, and you're an expert in it already, and you let's just say you're a fitness coach. You've been doing that for years. Now you want to write copy and you go write copy for fitness coaches. I'm not going to go tell you you're going to have to do 7 days of research just to figure out the niche. Like if you know the niche already, your research might be done in 2 hours. I don't know. It completely depends on how much you know about this topic, how much you know about the brand, how much you know about the product or service they're selling, and the audience, right? Okay. Is it better to do research and copy the voice of your reader than write a long copy and then paste it into AI chat and ask? Okay, so you're asking, you got to simplify your questions here. You ask the question again. I don't really know what you're saying. Is it better to do research and copy the voice of your reader and then write a long copy? Yes. If you want to write the best copy with AI in 2026, you are going to do your own research first. You can use AI to help you if you want, but nothing beats spending time researching your audience. Okay. Then you're going to go write your first draft of copy and let it sit. Then you're going to manually edit that piece of copy. Okay. And then after you've edited the copy, spell check, Grammarly, right? Then you're going to go use Story AI ideally, but at the very least, just ChatGPT is fine. But you're not going to go tell the AI, okay, great, now go make this better and rewrite it. Do not do that. You're going to screw yourself as a copywriter, never learn anything. And you're not going to learn how to write high-performing copy if you do that. Instead, you put the copy into the AI and you tell the AI, give me line-by-line feedback on how to improve this copy. And then it will break down your copy for you, line by line, and tell you how to fix it, improve it, make it better, and the reasons why. And then updates that make sense, that actually align with this, because sometimes the AI says dumb stuff that isn't true because it's not smarter than real copywriters. If it doesn't line up, throw it out, right? So eat the meat, spit out the bones. Take everything with a grain of salt with what AI tells you and how to improve things. But the things that make sense, like I will use AI in my editing process and I will find new things like, oh, I never even thought about that. That's a good idea. But so many things I'll find too, it's like, that sucks. I would never take that advice. So you need to know how to analyze whether copy is good coming out of AI or not. And whether it's good advice. By studying this stuff nonstop, you're going to learn. You're going to be able to filter to this. If you don't learn copywriting from scratch, consumer psychology, copy frameworks, learn from the greats, you're never going to learn a thing and you're going to screw yourself over. Okay. You need to judge the AI on how good the copy is, but take the feedback it says and you manually update your own copy. Do not plug your copy into AI and say, fix this, make it better, and take what they have and put it in. Just take the advice, tell it to give you line by line feedback. And if it's good advice, you manually insert it into your copy to edit it. That is how you're going to make sure that you get the benefits of AI while still learning copy. So you actually are getting clients' results long term. That's how you use AI as a beginner. Okay. There's a little mini lesson on AI copywriting. Okay. Brandon, if I can get clients that soon, I'm willing to work my tail off. So your school, it is. Yeah. If you want to join, so if you want to get your first client guaranteed within 90 days, join my school. Join my 6-Figure Copy Academy. It's hosted on School. You get my entire roadmap, my entire 90-day course. You get weekly coaching calls with me like this, but you get to hop on Google Meet and like actually ask me questions live in a smaller group to get all your questions answered. You get daily support, accountability. There's 100 other copywriters in there, many of them already making a full-time income, who give feedback on it. You get my whole course. You get writing feedback directly from me. You're not siphoned off and sold one-on-one coaching and then thrown into something with other coaches you don't even know, right? You actually get access to me in the thing, right? That's a big difference between my coaching program, my 6-Figure Copy Academy, and other people's stuff. It's actually me. I don't have some community moderator. I don't have some weird other coaches you don't know and never met. And you're like, it's actually me and you. Like, I'm there with you, answering questions every day. You can DM me. We're going to hop on weekly coaching calls. I'm the one reviewing your writing and all that stuff, right? And you get bonus content, tons of juicy stuff. Oh, and there's every single month we do client games, monthly challenges, and there's $1,600 up for grabs, cash prizes. So whoever lands those clients gets extra money. Okay, next question. When it comes to cold outreach on LinkedIn, I use a free LinkedIn account and my search limit has finished and I don't know the basic ways to find clients on LinkedIn and work for them. Go get a paid LinkedIn account then. If you're running out of the ability to DM people, that's how you're going to be able to DM more people. Otherwise, don't use LinkedIn, use something else. Maheen says, I can't afford to pay for your course monthly. That's okay. If you can't afford the course, which by the way is $3.96 per day. If you can't afford $3.96 per day, that's fine. And you can't afford to pay for it monthly. If you can afford 1 month, just join for 1 month. If you can't even afford 1 month, just watch my free YouTube and pop on lives and follow what I say, right? I have over 550, probably 575 videos on YouTube. You can just go through that and learn everything. Obviously, it's not going to be as detailed or structured. It doesn't have my full program in there. It doesn't have coaching. It doesn't have writing feedback. It doesn't have accountability and access to the community. It doesn't have any of all that stuff. But like, if you can't afford it, learn from YouTube for free. And when you can, when you have $119 per month, join. You're going to move the fastest at that point. Okay, so what outreach method would you suggest for early stage SaaS companies? My offer is a copywriting and CRO hybrid. SaaS founders don't typically use IG, Facebook, so those methods are off the table. Thanks. My advice, Sander, is I'm very hesitant with early stage SaaS to go outreach to them. Very hesitant. Like when you say early stage, let's talk about how early. Maybe clarify. We want to make sure that these guys actually have money. A lot of new SaaS companies, like early stage startups, they just don't have money. And so their whole thing is like doing whatever it takes to get funding. So a lot of it, like they don't usually have a budget for a copywriter. And if they do, it's like IOUs and empty promises. Okay, if we make it, it'll give you 10% or 20%, or there'll be like promises of stocks. And like, so if you know SaaS really well, like if you've been in this industry for a while and you have a better eye for like what a good company would be, I'm just very hesitant. One of the main things I teach is like, go after guys who are already established and are making good money. Go after business owners who are rich, who are actually making like 50 to 100K plus per month in revenue, and are already established and already have their business set up and are serving and crushing it. And you just need to come over and take over one area like emails or ads or sales pages and just crush that one area in an already established business. And you're going to quickly get them results, and they're going to have the budget to afford you long-term on a retainer. So you can make 2, 3, 4, 5K per month from one client, and then you just get a couple clients, you're good. I'm hesitant with early stage SaaS. If you know a lot about it, if you're targeting guys who are for sure already making money, then yeah, I mean, LinkedIn would be a better spot. Twitter also might be a better spot than Instagram and Facebook. But you still want to go sniper bomb them. You still want to do the exact same thing. Go audit and give them a free sample. That's how you're going to land them as a client. So you generally reach to business owners through email marketing. I'm not too sure what you mean. I'm not outreaching with cold email. I actually don't recommend that at all. If someone taught you to do cold email, I would just run away and do something else. Do warm social media outreach. Go approach local businesses, or even use Upwork over cold email. Cold email would be like my last resort. Email deliverability, spam, all these things, it's gotten 10 times harder. It's so hard to generate trust with cold email versus like social media or in person or Upwork even. Okay, Amit says, how can a new copywriter without much experience stand apart from the crowd on sites like Upwork? You're going to sniper bomb them. You're going to do the exact same thing I teach. You're going to go look at those, go to apply. I have a full Upwork guide, Amit. Go to my YouTube, Amit. Go type in Brandon Story Upwork clients or something, right? It's like I did it. Yeah, I literally uploaded it yesterday. Go watch my Upwork guide. I show you exactly how to land clients in Upwork. You want to pitch jobs where they show the business name, which is like 15 to 20% of job listings. Like it's not a lot. Most people don't, but you're going to go pitch the ones when you're brand new, the guys who actually show the business name or the website link, and you're going to go do a free audit and sample for them when you send a proposal. That's going to be the fastest way you're going to land a client on Upwork and easiest. How can I find my first client as an email copywriter? How can I land my first client? Same thing, just sniper bomb them, right? I have a full training on this. Audit, sample, go pick one type of copy, go pick one niche, go sniper bomb them. That means go write them up a free audit and a free piece of copy for them, and you're going to get your foot in the door. The average student of mine does this. They get their first paid client within 30 days. Okay, so if you want to do that, and if you want the easiest path, send one outreach per day to one brand per day in 1 hour per day. One outreach to one business, 1 hour. You're getting a client in 30 days if you follow what I say to a T. Which other books have complete details about learning and practicing about copywriting other than that Adweek by Joseph Sugarman? Okay, so you're asking what books. Adweek is my number one. Get this book before anything else. Don't read anything until you read this one. Okay, once you've read that one, you literally could just reread that one if you want. Get this one, Cashvertising. Okay, this is the second one you want to get. This is by Drew Eric Whitman. It's also really, really good. If you can't afford the book or you hate reading, if that's the kind of person you are and you would rather listen, you can listen to Adweek for free on Spotify and on YouTube. Cashvertising is my next recommendation. Ogilvy on advertising. This guy is a boss, David Ogilvy. He is one of the top copywriters of all time. Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. This one is also really good. It's honestly might be pushed up in my top 3. He just explains the concept so simply, makes it super easy to understand. There's a ton more, but Boron Letters by Gary Halbert. It's also really good. Definitely do that. Curious about the origin of sniper bombs. Aren't those opposite concept, sniper bomb? Random question, but thanks. The origin of the sniper bomb. I've never had anybody ask me this, Xander. The sniper bomb origin comes from me in my first year as a copywriter. I was stuck writing for like $15 to $100 blog posts, right? I started on Fiverr.com, got my first few clients there, started getting people in Facebook groups and whatnot. And I was just like struggling to make more than $1,000 a month from copywriting for 6 months. Okay. And then I was like, you know what? I need to try something else. I need to do something different. I was sending cold outreaches all day long, even on Upwork, like different places, cold email, and nothing was helping me break through that barrier except for one thing I finally started doing. And that one thing I started doing was because someone in a Facebook group, this is how I got the idea. I was in a Facebook job board. Okay. So it's kind of like a freelance marketplace, but for Facebook back in 2019. And I was pitching like 20, 30, 40, 50 jobs a day, like hours and hours, like, and getting nothing. Sending like, here's my portfolio. Hey, I can help you with this. And here's why I'm the best fit. And nothing was working, right? These copy paste templated outreaches, high volume, wasn't getting traction. One day, a guy in the Facebook group, this business owner, right? He posts, hey, can anyone take a look at my website and just like tell me how to fix my copy a bit? Because something's not working. I saw the guy post this and I was like, oh, this guy just wants to scam people out of free work and he's a moocher and whatever. But I was like, man, I've been at this for hours today. I'm getting no traction. I've been getting traction for a couple of weeks. Like, I need to make more than $1,000 a month. Like, what the heck's it going to take? And so I looked at the guy's post and I was like, you know what? What do I have to lose? An hour of my time where I go look at this guy's stuff and just like practice. And then what? I'm in the same place I was yesterday. So anyways, I looked at the guy's website and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go tell him what I would do. And me, I still felt like an imposter my first year. I still felt like, I don't know what the heck I'm saying. And like, this guy probably has like 20 people DMing him right now with way better advice than me, but I don't know. And I just looked at his website. I was like, well, what would I do to fix it if he already hired me? And I was like, well, I would fix his headline. That's kind of vague and doesn't make any sense. And I just started writing this stuff down in a Google Doc. Well, he doesn't have enough social proof here. Like, I don't see any testimonials or results from it. It was for a gym. It was like a biohacking gym. And I was like, there's no happy people like on the equipment doing things. And there's no customers. He needs to show more proof. He needs to fix his headline. He doesn't even say anything. It just says like the name of the business, like something fitness. I was like, you need to tell people like a more clear outcome, like get jacked in X amount of days or whatever, like even something. And I said whatever I said. I went through his whole website, told him what to do with email, with his website, with all these things. And I just took like 30 to 45 minutes to write this up. And I just DM'd him here on Facebook Messenger. Here's my advice, man. I looked at your stuff. Here's what you think. Let me know like what you think. Not thinking anything of it and literally thinking like that was probably dumb advice. There's probably way better copywriters, way better advice for this guy. I woke up the next morning and he DM'd me and he was like, dude, this is awesome. A lot of these tips make a lot of sense. Thanks for this. Do you want to hop on a quick call? Like, this is me after like thinking this is a waste of time, after making less than $1,000 a month. This guy is asking me to hop on a call. And I'm like, what the heck? I actually had never done a sales call at this point in my career as a business, as a copywriter, right? My first year in business. So I get on a call with this guy and I just like walk through the rest of the audit. I was kind of scared. Like, I don't know what to say. So I just walked through what I saw and why I said what I said as a copywriter. And how did I know even what to tell the guy? Because I'd been studying this stuff nonstop. I'd been writing copy already. And like, I was a student in copywriting. We walked through, he says, this is awesome. Do you want to actually just rewrite my whole website for me and do whatever? I'm like, sure. So I pitched him some packages. Next thing you know, boom, landed a $3,400 copywriting project. Just like that. Just like that. I went from under $1,000 a month to my first like over $3,000 project. I ended up doing $5,000 that month, landed another guy in the same Facebook group, same idea, did an audit again, made $5K. I went from under 1,000 to 5,000 just from that. Sniper. Why do I call it snipe and bomb? The sniper part is targeting guys who actually have money. This guy already had a business and it was established and he was literally looking for help. Somebody else, they were a marketing agency and they also for sure had, I could see how many clients they had, signs they're making money. Sniping is about targeting guys who are actually right? Looking through a scope and targeting guys and looking and seeing. Don't just hit everybody with an outreach that you can find. Go after people who have signs that they actually could afford a copywriter. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and you're going to be stuck as a broke copywriter, like I was for my first 6 months. But I looked and saw that these guys have money, and then I dropped a value bomb. You drop a bomb of value on somebody that's so overwhelming. It's like, this is like huge. This is a huge help. That even if the way you should treat audits and samples is that if they never hire you, but they implement all the things you say, they will get more money. They will get more results. That's how good you should make this. That's how much time and effort you should put into this. And it shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes to an hour for most people to do an audit and a free copy sample. And so that's what happened. And then I got another guy the next month. I did the same thing. And I went after a business owner. I knew he was making $60K a month with his e-com store. And guess what I did? I audited his emails. I wrote up a whole thing. I didn't know what I was doing with e-commerce yet. I was still brand new to all this. I had spent money on courses. I just spent like $2,000-$3,000 on email courses the month and a half before. But I went from under 1,000 to next month 5,000 to next month over 7,000. I landed a $7,000 email series of 12 emails. $7,000 for 12 emails. You can do the math on that one. Took me about 3 weeks. I could have done it in 1 week. And I landed a guy. Why? Because I found a guy who I knew was making good money with his e-com store and growing, right? And then I just put together a game plan for him. Hey man, do all this stuff with your emails, set up these automations, change your pop-up forms, start sending this regularly, fix your copy, do this, and we'll be able to get you more money with this. Next thing you know, he liked the audit. He says, you want to write this for me? I do this series for him. Boom. Both those guys 2 out of 3 of the first people I ever sniper bombed turned into long-term retainers. I ended up doing more for these guys, like taking on more of their copy, more of their marketing, making more money. I was making, I think, about like $2,000 a month from one client on average, and between $4,000 and $8,300 a month from the other client on retainer for years. So the value of the sniper bomb, right? The first step is snipe. Target the guys who actually have money, who actually would be a good fit for you, who actually could afford a copywriter, and then drop a value bomb. That's the idea. This is why it works so well. There's no better strategy I've ever seen online that when you don't have any proof of results or case studies that can get you a client quicker. And I'm not saying this to try to boast or say my thing's better than you. I just literally have not seen anything work as good with myself and with my students. I've taught 750 copywriters. This is what I'm teaching guys in my academy and why most of them are getting a copywriter within like 1 to 2 months. So, Kate, we got some more questions here. Can you get clients through cold outreach? Right? Yes, you can, but don't do cold outreach and don't do email. Don't do cold email, do social media warm outreach, and don't go completely cold. Warm them up first. Follow, like, comment, DM, start a conversation with people first. Get your social media profile optimized. And then once these people reply in the DMs, they say something out of their mouth first. Now they're not cold. They're a little bit warmer. Then you're going to go drop a value bomb on them. Okay. How much does it cost? If you're referring to my 6-Figure Copy Academy, it's $3.96 per day. My one-on-one coaching normally costs $1,900 per month, US. You get my 6-Figure Copy Academy, my entire 90-day course, 60 videos, exercises, checklists, templates, outreach, exactly how to do this, like step-by-step, weekly coaching calls, weekly writing feedback, the accountability and support of 100 other copywriters, many of them making a full-time income. All this and more for not $1,900, but $119 US per month. That's $3.96 per day. There's no contracts. You can cancel anytime, and you are guaranteed to get your first client in 90 days, or you get all your money back. So there's no risk on your part. If you can afford $119 for 1 month, then do 1 month. If you can do more, then do more. You're going to get faster results. So yeah, 100% money back guarantee if you don't get a client within 90 days. No other copywriting program on earth offers that. Let's say I've learned copywriting well for AI. For AI, which do you think is best to help you with a human touch? I've experimented with a few: Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Grok, and then my own Story AI. My Story AI has beat everything I've tried. It's ChatGPT plus all of my entire course and coaching and writing feedback and more that I've trained it on. That's outperformed everything I've tried. I have heard reports that Claude has gotten a lot better lately. I haven't tried Gemini. If you're not sure, just start with ChatGPT. That's totally fine. If you want the best thing I've seen, it's Story AI. You get that for free, lifetime access to my Story AI, custom GPT when you join the Six Figure Copy Academy. So if you join the Six Figure Copy Academy for 1 month, you get Story AI, you get lifetime access, even if you leave the next month. So there you go. Yeah, links below. Yo, Brandon, how do I actually write? I've read the books, I study and rewrite copy, all that stuff, but for some reason the words just don't want to come out. Frameworks, my friend. Use copy frameworks. You're getting stuck up in what to write because you're thinking and getting overwhelmed at this big page of copy. What the heck am I supposed to write? Just take things one bite-sized piece at a time. Just start with the headline. What's the headline? What am I trying to say in this piece of copy? Let's just say it's for a fitness coach. Well, what are we doing? What are we selling? A fitness coach wants to sell fitness coaching. Okay, well, what's going to entice someone to buy? Join my fitness coaching program? No. How about tell them an outcome they're going to get? Good copy means talk about outcomes. What does someone get when they buy? How about lose 10 pounds in 30 days, guaranteed, or your money back? There's a headline example. Run with that. Another variation of that. Want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, guaranteed, or your money back? Right? Another variation of that. See how 200 people have lost 10 pounds in 30 days, even without strict diets or working out for an hour a day. There's another headline example, leaning on social proof. Now you got your headline done. What's next? Just follow a framework. Easy one, PAS, problem, agitate, solution. Hey, are you dealing with like feeling like overweight and like struggling to lose weight? Do you find that you put on like 20, 30, 40, 60, maybe even 100 pounds since you were 20 years old? Now you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, but like you struggle to get out of bed. You struggle to roll out of bed. You can't pick up your kids anymore and play with them because you're so out of shape. You take your shirt off at the beach and like people laugh and stare because you have a huge beer belly, right? Well, guess what? That all changes today with my one-on-one fitness coaching program, right? Over the past few years, I've done this. I went from here to here. I was 200 pounds overweight. Now I'm this much weight, and I've helped over this many people do the same. If you want a simple program, step by step, boom, 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 join today. There you go. Just do one section at a time. Headline, then do P, problem, and talk about the problem. Once you've done the P, go into agitation. A, agitation, agitate the problem. Once you've agitated it, then go to S, solution. Present your solution, which is your product. There you go. Headline, PAS. Take it at bite-sized pieces. Do one bite-sized piece at a time. And if you're like, man, I don't even know how to write the first headline or the first line of copy, go look at other copy that's successful, swipe files, and see what other successful fitness coaches do for their headline. And then do a variation. If somebody says, how to gain 10 pounds of muscle in 10 days. Okay, well, we sell a fat loss program. How can we swipe that for ours? How to lose 10 pounds of fat in 10 days. That's swiping. That's ethically swiping. You don't copy, paste, and plagiarize. You take concepts and apply it to your business. And just look at what other people's copy is and see how you can do a similar intro, similar headline. Okay. Great marketing. Potential client has a very direct question, and you refer me to links. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you saying that you're a potential client and I referred you to links? Like my Six-Figure Copy Academy? Yeah. Hey, I'm doing my best to answer any questions. If I missed your question, my bad, but you can ask it again. But yeah, I'm going to refer you to my Six-Figure Copy Academy paid program if you want help as a copywriter, because there's no other copywriting program on earth that's getting better results than this one. And so, yeah, I 100% believe in this, and I'm going to 100% tell you if it's a way to help you. You don't have to buy anything from me. I could care less if you buy anything from my course. Like go look at my 575 YouTube videos for free and learn for free if you want. But yeah, I don't take things the wrong way with advice I'm giving you. Of course, I'm going to pitch my own product, right? If you have an actual question, then you can ask it again. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the next one. What niches do I believe are too saturated already? I don't believe any niche is too saturated. I think people who talk about saturation don't understand capitalism and market demand. Saturation, what that means when you think that way is like, there's way too many copywriters writing in the fitness coaching space, right? Everybody chooses that, right? Which is like a common thing people think. If that's the case and you think that there's too many copywriters writing this thing, usually what saturation means is actually a symptom of high demand in something. The reason there seems like there's lots of copywriters for fitness coaches is because there's a huge amount of fitness coaches and fitness is a high need. If you pick any niche in health, wealth, or relationships, you are never going to go broke. You will always make money as a copywriter. Why? Because those are the highest needs as a human. In the book Cashvertising, Drew Eric Whitman goes through this concept called the Life Force 8. And the whole idea is when you understand what humans actually want and need, biological needs inside of us, you can sell anything to anybody. Because all of a sudden you realize you're selling things not based on, hey, buy this Santa coffee mug because it's so cool and it has Santa, right? It's, hey, like, people have the need for comfort. That's one need. Hey, do you want to feel cozy and warm and comfortable this Christmas? Then like one of the best ways is sipping a hot cup of coffee or tea in this brand new Santa mug, right? Notice how I started with, hey, if you're wanting to feel extra warm and cozy this Christmas and right? Comfort isn't a high need, but it's up there. But understand these needs of humans, like people have the need for survival, for safety. People want to live longer. They don't want to die. That's why health is always going to be the top category, broad niche to go into. There'll always be money. This is why medical products sell, like anything with health, fitness, supplements, fitness coaching, training, gyms, diets, things like that. Anything with health is always going to sell. There's never going to be no demand, but there's also lots of saturation because lots of people go into that niche because there's lots of money in the niche. So if you feel like something's too saturated, just be better. Just do better because there's tons and tons of demand, right? Likewise, humans have the need for like shelter, right? People want, why is wealth one of the top niches, right? Wealth being anything to do with money. It's because people have the need to want to survive. It actually comes from that. So like being able to make money, what does that do? It puts a roof over your head so you can live inside, not outside. It allows you to buy food so you have food on the table, right? Food and shelter and safety. Having money brings you a home, which brings you safety. So when you understand these things, relationships, we have the need for like feeling secure in a community. Again, safety and survival, biology. And when you have health, wealth, and relationships, right? Relationships is the third top niche, broad niche. Like people want to feel close to people. People want to feel loved. People want to feel social connection. People want to feel like part of a tribe, part of something. People want to feel a community. People want to, and beyond that, people want to feel a greater purpose, right? People want to feel a greater sense of community, broader community. So all these things, like there's no such thing as saturation. You can go into any niche that has demand and go be better and do more, right? And be the competition. Okay, so you keep sending sniper bombs, but you keep getting left unseen every time. Let me ask you this. How many have you sent and how many replies have you gotten? It's very, very normal out of like 10 DMs you send to only get 1 or 2 responses. So don't think it's strange if most people aren't replying to you. Most people aren't going to reply to the best copywriters on earth when they outreach. So if you've sent like 30 or 40 at this point and you're still not getting replies, then you're doing something wrong. You're either not, and there could be a few things. You're either not targeting the right people who actually have money. Your copy skills are not up to speed and you need to work on things. And your copy in those audits and samples are not good. That could be the case. And you need to fix that. You are not warming people up first. You're not follow, liking, commenting. You're not getting them to reply in the DMs first. You're stuck in message requests because of other deliverability stuff. Like if you have a business account on Instagram versus a personal account, there's lots of reasons, right? Or you're just not following up with people enough. So it could be several of those things, but you can maybe tell me what your stats are and go from there. Okay, we got a question from, let's see here, from Instagram. Hey, Story, which pathway should I choose for copy, script, or email? You already asked me this question. That's good that you've already earned $800 with brand copy. You're confused on which to choose. Pick the thing that you like writing. Like if you're not sure, I don't know if I should do emails or ghostwriting for social media, just go practice them both and see which one you like more. You can make money in either, okay? So it just comes down to like practice the one you like and find out which one you like by just practicing it. Go write some emails for a week. Do you like it? Cool. Go pitch emails. Go try social media ghostwriting for a week. Do you like social media ghostwriting? It's a bit different. If you do, cool. Maybe that can work. Okay. Don't worry too much with this. Just go start writing and testing and pitching. Another question from Instagram. How do we handle the objection on the sales call when the prospect says, who have you worked for before? Show me your case studies. How likely are you to get me results? How do we handle that when we start? Great question. How do you handle that question when you're brand new? I literally just had a one-on-one coaching call with a lady yesterday. We had the exact same question came up. Here's the thing. The reason you have to understand why people are asking that, right? Who have you worked with before? Show me your case studies. Can you get me results? What are these questions really revealing? These questions show that they don't trust you and don't have enough proof from you as a copywriter yet. This is the number one hurdle to get over as a new copywriter, is overcoming this proof thing. How do you have proof if you've never done this thing before? Here's the thing to remember, nobody had proof at one point and then they built proof. How do you actually get started, and how do you handle that objection? That objection handle begins before the call. That objection handling begins when you sniper bomb people the right way, when you outreach the right way, when you actually send a high value audit and sample first. Your audit and sample is the proof that you have when you don't have a case study, portfolio, testimonials, and all these things. Okay? Like experienced copywriters. The whole point with the audit and sample, when you audit someone's business, give them tips, and write a new piece of copy, is that you generate proof from thin air. You prove with the audit that you understand this stuff in your head. You understand copywriting and marketing and strategy, and can actually think like a copywriter and give people a helpful roadmap and blueprint and strategy to follow. Business owners want someone to tell them what to do. They want you to give them a game plan. They don't want to wait for them to give you and tell you what to do. You tell them what to do. Your audit proves that you understand this stuff here. Your copy sample proves that you actually know how to write the stuff here. So it's not just theory, it's in practice too. When you send an audit and sample ahead of time, most people will never ask any of those questions. My students, when they get on a call, they close about 70, 80% of the time. About 70, 80% of the time, when my students get on a call, they close them. Why? Because they learn all these crazy aggressive sales skills? No, they don't even need them. Obviously, there's some things that help if you know how to talk to people and know a bit of sales stuff. It helps. I have a discovery call script that I give people literally word for word what to say on a call. But the main thing is that they handle that objection before the call even starts. When you give an audit and sample, you prove you understand the stuff. You prove you know how to write the stuff. So you eliminate those objections. Now, does every now and then someone still get that question? Can you show me your portfolio? How many clients have you worked with? What are some results? Sure, every now and then they'll still get the question because someone wants more proof. But most of the time, those questions don't even come up when you do the right stuff ahead of the call. When you send that audit and sample, and it's good. Like if your copy is terrible, like you got to go work on your copy. You're not going to go it's even if you have the best sales skills and best DM objection handling and all these things, like if you're trying to sell someone like a bag of garbage, like it doesn't matter how good your sales skills are, who wants to buy a bag of garbage, right? So go actually get good at this craft. Go read the books, go study the copy, go get some courses and learn and practice it for a couple of weeks, and then start outreaching. But when you do outreach, you give that proof up front. So when you get on a call, those questions rarely ever come up. And here's my answer if the question does come up. I've already sent an audit sample. We're on a call. I'm brand new. Someone says, so like, what kind of clients have you worked with before? And like, do you have case studies of results? Here's what I would say. Number one, never lie to a client, never lie to a prospect. I know there's copywriting coaches on the internet who encourage people to lie. I would never encourage that. I think it's really foolish, and it takes a while to build your reputation up and a second to destroy it. And I think it's just wrong. I think it's morally wrong to go lie to prospects and clients. And I think you trap yourself into really bad scenarios if you do that too. So never lie to people. And if someone online tells you to go lie to prospects and lie to them, which I've heard other copywriting coaches do, which is really unfortunate, and bragging about it and laughing about it, don't listen to those people. Because if they're gonna tell you to lie to your prospects, what are those gurus already doing to lie to you? Pretty good odds if they're willing to lie to a prospect and tell you to do that, they're lying to you about stuff in their marketing too. So don't lie to people. Instead, if someone says you're brand new and they say, okay, case studies, show me your proof of results, who have you worked with, all these things. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, you know what? I'm actually pretty new. I don't have a ton of case studies yet. I don't have a ton of experience. I haven't got a lot of results to show for it, to be completely honest with you. To be completely honest with you, like I'm relatively new to this. And I'm going to admit it. And I'm going to say yes and be honest and say, yes, I am new. But here's what I'm going to say next. I might be new and I may not have results yet for other copywriters, other business owners that I can show you, but I can guarantee you that I am going to get results. And the reason I know that is because, and then pivot back to your audit and sample, because I can look at your marketing and I can see what you're doing wrong and how to fix it with your emails, your subject line, your body copy, your sign up form. I can see on your sales page XYZ, and I can see that by doing this, it's going to get you more traffic, more results, more feedback, more revenue. You've seen my copy, you've seen my audit, you know that I can write this stuff. So how about we just trial working together for 1 month, see how it goes, and if you like it and you like the results I generate, then we can talk about a long-term thing or an ongoing partnership. But let's do this. Let's work together for 1 month and see how it goes. Because this stuff, you know, it's going to work. We've already talked about this. The reason you're on the call right now is because you can see the audit is good. So how about let's just work together and see how it goes for 1 month. That's how I'd respond. I would acknowledge the fact that I am new. I'd be honest about it, but I would just quickly pivot back to the game plan and pitch myself. Like if you look at shows like Dragon's Den and Shark Tank and stuff, there's people coming into like Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban and Barbara, whatever, and they're making their pitch. Those guys invest in companies for a couple of reasons. One of them is they want to see that makes sense. The business idea makes sense and is viable. The second thing they want to see is the numbers. Like, show me the data that you've already made sales and there's proof of concept. The third thing, though, that those guys, the reasons that they invest in those companies, where they pick a winning, like Shark Tank, pick a winner and invest, or Dragon's Den, the third reason is because the person on the other end, the person sells themselves well enough. So you have faith in yourself, have confidence in yourself, have confidence in your skills. And when you make a pitch, if someone calls your bluff and says, hey, show me your case studies and client work, and you're like, you know what, I'm actually pretty new and I don't have many results to show for, and just go back and pitch them and show confidence in the game plan you've already given them, in the copy you've already written them, and that you're going to get it done for them. And worst case scenario, let's try it for 1 month and see how it goes, right? The reason they're asking, hey, show me proof of case study, all these things, is they just want proof. They're scared. They don't want to invest $1,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month into a copywriter who like might screw them over and like be a waste of money. You're a risk to them. You are a risk to them, but you also are an investment. You are an investment that could return money, or they can invest their money and lose it all, right? So you need to alleviate their fears by building back trust in you, right? Building back trust in the plan you've already given them. This is why you need to outreach this way. You send an audit sample ahead of time. You're going to crush it on a call. This is why most of my students, they win sales calls without knowing sales skills. It's because they do the work ahead of time and they start telling the business owner what to do ahead of time and prove their competence in the skill with the audit and prove they know how to write the stuff with the sample. That's how you do it, right? And just go be honest. If people ask you, be honest and then pitch yourself. Be confident. Tell people, hey, I'm gonna deliver for you. I'm gonna do what I can to get the job done, and I'm gonna make sure I work for you until it works, right? Another question: what unblocks you when you start to get blank when writing? Yeah, so there's a couple of things. Like I still have times when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go write a piece of copy. It's not like every time I open a Google Doc, it's like, brrr, like it just starts ripping out of me. Like it's not always like that. Sometimes I'm more tired. Sometimes I've had a long day. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what should I write about for this? Like, what do I do? First thing is like when you're studying the stuff nonstop, things come quicker to your head. You're going to get ideas quicker. When you're studying high performing copy daily, reading the copywriting books, in courses, getting coached, getting writing feedback, things will click quicker. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing is like use frameworks. I mentioned this earlier. Use PAS, use problem, agitate, solution, and just take one letter at a time. Okay, now I'm just going to open with the problem. I don't need to worry about the whole piece of copy. I'm just going to worry about P. Introduce the problem that the reader's facing. Okay, great. I did the P. Now let's go into the A. Agitate that problem. Okay, that's done. S. There we go. PAS. You got a whole piece of copy, right? If I'm unsure, I'll look at swipe files. I'll look at other copy. If I got to write an email, I'm like, oh, what should I do today? I have a swipe file of all these lists of people that I'm signed up to, their emails of good examples of copy, and I'll just look at their hooks. I'll look at their subject lines and be like, oh, that one stood out. Why did that one stand out to me? Oh, that's a good concept. I should try something like that. Right? I'm not going to copy, paste, and plagiarize, but I'm going to look at swipe files for inspiration. Okay, those are things that help me when to get started. And another thing you do, just go look at your audience's problems. If you're like, oh, I don't know what to write for this client, go look at the audience of your client. Go look at their problem. What I mean, you look at their problems. Go to Reddit forums. Look at the things people complain about. Look at reviews, good and bad. Look at their comments in their social media. Look at emails if you have access to them. That is how you do it. Go look at the problems they're dealing with and go ask them. Oftentimes, if I'm unsure what to write, I'll just go to Reddit and look at what people complain about in a niche. Oh, people are saying, I just can't figure this out. I'm dealing with this. Reddit Fitness, you want to do fat loss or weight loss or fitness coaching, that's your client, go to Reddit Fitness and go look at the things people complain about. There's your idea. Go look at the things that are upvoted. Oh, I just can't figure it out. I've been trying different diets. I'm 40. I've got kids. I just don't have the time for this. Hey, maybe there's an angle. Don't have the time for fitness? Try this. Hey, are you 40 but are overweight? Can't figure out how to lose weight? Try this. There's a hook. Just look at the things people talk about, and there's your hook to get over writer's block when you first get started. Question from Instagram. So would you prefer doing work for free in the beginning when offering a trial? Yes. You need to be willing to do free work, okay? Enough of this stuff about like, I'm better than free work. My copywriting service is worth lots. No, if you're not making $5,000, $10,000 plus per month already, you're not above free work. Go humble yourself. Be willing to do free work. Go, if you trust Alex Hormozian anyway, look at all the ways he started all his businesses. Started with free work. When he started his first personal training company as a fitness coach, he took on 5 guys for free for 3 months straight, full-time work for them, right? And he helped them for free, and he got them results. And at the end of 3 months, he had 5 case studies of people who had results, free work for 3 months straight. At the end of 3 months, you know what he did? He said, great, if you like this, now start paying me. All 5 of them got results. All 5 of them started paying, and he made a full-time income. And then we scaled from there, gyms, like 5 gyms, gym launch. Now he's a $100 million man, and we know the rest of the story. So yeah, like go for the money if you can, obviously. Like go pitch people, and if they're interested, go present a price. Like go for the money if you can, obviously, right? But if it comes to it, be willing to work for free for the case study. The case study is the most important thing when you're brand new to get results. Okay, Xander said, I'm looking for signals like first round funding and ad spend before I pitch. Yeah, if they already got funding, like it's going to be easier. SaaS is really like startups can go really crazy. I've only worked with a couple of like very new SaaS. Well, not even very new. They're already making revenue. I'll just say this. I haven't ever partnered with a SaaS company that was like super brand new, pre-funding. Okay. So if they've already got funding, then it's much more worth it. And it could be a good situation. It could be a good scenario if you can do that, right? Okay, you keep getting left on scene. Yeah, you gotta tell me how many sniper bombs you sent and what's your response rate, and I can tell you if that's good or bad. What's the name of Facebook page? I think you meant the Facebook group. Facebook groups aren't as good anymore. There used to be way more. It used to be a lot better. If you want a Facebook group that's still, they don't even post them daily. It's like every few weeks you'll see one. It's Cult of Copy job board. It's not great though. There might be a new job on there listing every like 2 weeks. Upwork's way easier if you want to look for like actual business owners looking for copywriters. Okay, so let's see here. I'm in a bad habit. What do I do? I don't know. You got to ask me a more specific question. Okay, can you give me a walkthrough of the audience you mentioned? Like how many points did you have to comment on and how precise do you have it like to correct the copy? Yeah, so when I do an audit, like do at least like 3 to 5. And that might be like, hey, like put your sign up form above the fold on your website so people can sign up to your email list better. Like if I'm talking about email, right? Put it above the fold. Your copywriting for the sign up form also says point 2. Your copy on the sign up form says like join my newsletter. It should say like more benefits, like here's why you should join my newsletter for this, this, and this, or here's a free lead magnet instead. That's tip 2. Tip 3, your subject line said this, 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 this. That's too long and you didn't have a preview text. Add those in and make them better to increase your open rates. Here's how. Tip 4, your email itself didn't have an opener greeting and didn't have a sign off from you. It doesn't say, hey, what's up? It's Bob here from fitness, whatever. And like people want to hear from people. So add that in. That's tip 4. Tip 5, whatever else, like give very specific tips and give like at least 3 to 5 and then write a new piece of copy. And that's usually enough. You can do more if you want though. Yeah, I've already answered this question like 4 times, Abhijit, to you. If you aren't sure which type of copy to choose, just practice the one until you find which one you like the most, okay? And if you're ever unsure, literally just straight up do emails. It's my favorite. Like, I'm just gonna tell you go do emails if you're not sure. Like, go practice them, right? How do you ask for referrals from your clients? Easy. Like, make sure your client's happy before you ask for one, right? Ask for a testimonial first, ideally. And then say, hey, cool. Hey, if you enjoyed working together this month, hey, I'd love if you know any other business owners who could use a copywriter. Any other business owners you know, Like, ask them, are there any other business owners you know who could help get help with copywriting? I'm tired. I need to go eat some food and like rest for a bit. Yeah, so I just ask them if they're happy. Hey, any other business owners you know who could use copywriter? Let me know. Like, ask them, what business owners do you know? Do you know like any like a couple of people who could use this, and try to get contact information from them. Don't just say like, hey, let me know if you send someone my way if you want. Like, ask them, who are some business owners you know who could use a copywriter? Be more direct. Get them to tell you some names. And then if they say like, oh, this guy and this guy, be like, cool. Would you be able to like make a connection and reach out and let them know that like I could probably do some work for them or whatever? And then go audit those people and sniper on them ahead of time. If they give you names, go start looking at their stuff now and put in a plan. And then ask your client to get them to reach out to you, right? So then that's happening. This is like gold if you can get referrals that way. Yeah. So anyways, let's go on to maybe like 2 more questions, then I got to sign off. Why aren't you replying to my SMS? I don't have SMS services, so I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Are you saying, why am I not replying to your comment? Hi, I am Rajesh, and you, hey man. Yeah, that's all you said so far that I can see. So I'm not too sure what you're trying to say, to be honest with you. Okay. Hey, I'm from third world country. Can I start copywriting? Here's my advice. If you're from a third world country, your number one thing that I'm noticing from people from third world countries, you absolutely can succeed as a copywriter. You absolutely can make full-time income, and you can make Western money. Your number one thing you need to work on is your English. You need to talk English fluently. Like ideally, you should be able to speak it fluently, but most important, you need to write it fluently. And from there, a couple other tips: look and sound as American as possible. That's all I'll say. Like, you need to basically like do whatever it takes to talk English all day, learn English along with your copywriting. And if you're fluent already, that's great. Then go pitch people. Just go for it. What copy is the easiest to work on? Warm copy is easier than cold traffic copy. So emails and website copy would be easier to work on technically than like Meta, Facebook, and Instagram ads, because it's cold traffic copy most of the time. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I've been sending sniper bombs using the compliment method, DM your prospect. My skills are good and I've sent 400. Okay, out of 400 DMs you've sent, how many replies have you gotten? Okay, that's how I'm going to tell you whether you're doing the right or wrong thing. How much free work is okay and not reasonable that it takes up too much myself? So first of all, send free copy audits and samples. That's how you're going to get your foot in the door with the client. So right from the get-go, we are doing free work technically up front. When it comes to landing a client and they say, I don't have any budget for this or whatever, if you think that you're going to be able to get someone results and it's going to be a good case study, do as much free work as it takes to get a result. If it takes you 1 month to start generating money for this business owner, like, do it. Do whatever it takes. Dude, Alex Morley did 3 months straight for 5 guys full time. Like, so like, he's the guy making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. So whatever it takes. I'll just say this. If there isn't going to be a case study from this, if they're like starting from scratch and they have no revenue yet, I wouldn't do it. If they already are an established business, make money, and they just don't, if they don't want to hire you for money yet, or they don't have the budget or whatever, but you can see like, hey, I could probably quickly get these people some results and get proof of concept out of this, then just do it for free. Right? George, my brother, what's going on, man? Back in the game. Nice to see you, dude. Back in the game. Copywriting is the most learning choice. Where should I begin? Got Adweek. Nice, dude. Okay, Adweek copywriting handbook. Read that every day. Consistent writing routine. You already know writing. You got the writing chops down. Just make sure you're writing at least 30, 60 minutes a day minimum. Power writing. Doing whatever kind of writing. Reading Adweek copywriting handbook. Go study Gary Halbert sales letters. Go rewrite 1 sales letter per day from Gary Halbert or other copywriters by hand. Just write it by hand, right? If you do like 2-3 hours a day of all that, reading the books, writing the copy, hand copy sales letter, George, do that, and then go get specialized. Like, I know you've done a lot of Twitter stuff. Either become a Twitter ghostwriter. LinkedIn ghostwriting is I'd say a lot more in demand than Twitter ghostwriting right now, if you want to take that path, or go into like emails. But specialize into one thing, George, and just start practicing that. Go looking at brands online who you want to go target and just start rewriting their stuff, right? That's what I would be doing every day. until you're ready to land clients, and then start pitching. I've got one free client that goes to me and never posted since. Otherwise, I got left unseen or blocked. Pause replies. So you're telling me you've sent 400 DMs, and out of that, like, how many people actually replied to you? You're saying one person replied to you? Like, if you're running into constant problems where, like, I'll just say this, here's the numbers. If you send 10 DMs, you should be getting 1-2 replies back to an initial DM. If you aren't getting like 10 to 20% response rate from an initial DM, you have a problem and you need to fix something. You need to target people who actually have money, look for signs they're making money, large following, they're running Facebook and Instagram ads, they've been in business for a while, they have social proof. You need to get your social media profile up to speed. Make sure you have an actual headshot of your face, not some random picture. Like, if it's through Instagram, professional headshot, go get meta verified, pay the $10 a month. Put in the bio that you help people with copywriting, put copywriting tips there. Make sure you have at least 50 followers, right? Make sure you have trust there. Then when you go outreach to people, go follow them, like, comment, and DM them first. Warm them up to start a conversation. When you start that DM, if you screw up that first DM, you're not going to get responses. If you say, hey, bro, do you need a copywriter? Hey, I can help you with this stuff. You're not going to get responses. If you start going for the pitch right away without any proof, you're done. So go open a conversation, compliment them, specific compliment that cannot be copy pasted, and a question like, hey, how long have you been doing coaching for? If you're still not getting responses, do you have a business account on Instagram or a personal? Switch to personal if you have business. More people get flagged and put in message requests. Okay, if you're getting 20% response rate, then your response rate is totally fine. But when you send the value, that's where I get ghosted. It's all personal. Okay, so of how many sniper bomb values have you sent? Okay, what's normal once you're at the second stage and you're sending an audit sample is out of the average student of mine is getting a client within 30 sniper bomb sent. So 30 audit samples, 30 free outreaches, the average student of mine gets a client. If you are already at 30 and you don't have one yet, you might get one at 35 or 40. If you're at 100 and you don't have one, there's a problem. You're doing something wrong. So it could be that you're targeting people who don't have money. It could be that you're not following up enough with those people. It could be that your copy skills just aren't there yet. And it doesn't matter if you send a free value if the value is crap. So, like, you need to make sure that that audit actually is good, that it's actually helpful advice, that it can't be copy pasted, right? Your copy needs to be good. If it looks like a bad email that you're sending or a bad whatever, you're not going to get responses because people aren't going to be interested. I've had people free value me lots, right? Because I'm not just a freelance copywriter. I also have my own audience now where I coach other copywriters too. Not a large one, but I got people who follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, all these places. And I got an email list. I get cold emails and cold DMs all the time, right? I get tons of people pitching me, video editors, graphic designers, thumbnails, YouTube SEO, setters, other copywriters, ghostwriters, everybody, VAs. I get pitches every single day, multiple. I'm seeing how people, every single strategy on this under the sun. Okay. I've had people send me free value before. And I'm like, sweet, they're doing kind of the right thing, but they miss a few steps. When people have sent me free value, and like I've received thumbnails from people for YouTube videos that have been absolutely so bad, it looks like a 5-year-old did them. And like, it doesn't matter how many times you free value somebody if it sucks. Like, and I feel bad for them because I'm like, they took the time to do this, but it literally is so bad. I would never put this online. I could never use this. Guess what? I'm not replying to this. I actually replied to one person recently. I was like, hey man, like, you got to get better. Like, I appreciate this, but like, this is just not, it's just not there. You need to improve your skills. So if you sent 100 sniper bombs, hold on, you've sent over 100 free copy. Okay, 5 sniper bombs. If you're still struggling after sending 30 to 40 sniper bombs, come back to me and DM me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever. But this is my average student. I'll just tell you like roughly how many sniper bombs lead to clients and all the other numbers. 1 sniper bomb per day for 30 days. My average student gets a client within 30 sniper bombs sent. 30 free outreaches in 1 hour per day. Faster than any program I've ever seen on this earth. Of those 30, at least 50% ghost them 100% after saying the free value. No response ever, no matter how many times they followed up. Like 50% will just never respond. Doesn't matter how many times you do whatever. Just accept this ahead of time. It's okay. Most people are not going to respond. That's all right. Out of the final 50%, we'll just say 15 out of 30 Snaggerbombs ghosted, no response. The next 5 to 10 people, usually 10 people are a no, negative, not interested. And even through follow-ups and objection handling, there's nothing you do to change their mind. Okay? Now we've got 5 people left out of 30 that you've sent one to. These are the people who actually responded and said, hey, thanks for this. It might just be a, hey, thank you. Wow, this looks pretty nice, thanks. And it's a positive response. Of those 5 people who give a positive response, you follow up with those people. Usually 3 of them never respond to you again, even if you follow up and say, handle objection, try to get them. Out of the 30 you send, 2 people usually like, these look like they're going to be a client. And they maybe even said yes to a call. And out of the people who get on the call, you close 1. These are the rough numbers I've seen for what to expect in the first 30 Snaggerbombs sent when you're doing everything right, when your copy's up to speed, when you warm people up, when you write the right audit sample, when you follow up and do all the things and get on the call and use my scripts and stuff. It's usually that. Okay. So I have people, I would love to review your stuff. I have people ask me all day long for reviews. I can only promise reviews to my paid coaching students and academy students. I'd love to help you, but I just literally don't have the time to do it. In my one-on-one coaching, if you want copy reviewed daily, that's what I do with my one-on-one coaching is daily copy reviews. If you want your copy reviewed weekly, that's what I do in my 6-figure copy academy. You can join at the link below. I just can't. I have 100 people in the academy. I have multiple people who I'm one-on-one coaching, my own copy to write, and all the content and family time. I would love to, but I just can't unless you join one of my programs. But I'll just say this. I've done it once before where I've hopped on a live stream like this and done like copy feedback just as a free thing. Stick around. I might do that in the near future where I'll like do that for free for like a bonus live stream. So stick around. I'll see if I can do that in the next couple of weeks or something. But yeah, so anyways, if you want to become a 5, 10, 15K a month freelance copywriter, if your goal is to make money with this thing and you are wanting to actually do this, like you're committed, and if you're serious about making this a full-time thing, then, and if you want the fastest way possible, join the 6-figure copy academy. So this is my paid group coaching program where you can get everything you need to learn copywriting from scratch. I'm actually just going to show you on the screen here what it looks like, and I'll present this here. So this is the thing. There we go. This is a 6-figure copy academy. Why am I not replying to you? I don't have any other questions from you, so I can't see anything else. The last question I responded to you, Story, was if you're from a third world country, how do you do it? And I explained exactly how to do it. So if you have any other questions, you can just ask me here. But if you're a new copywriter and looking to make 10K a month as a copywriter, this is the 6-figure copy academy. It is the proven path to make 10K a month with copywriting. And when you join today, at my link in the description below, by clicking the link below or wherever you're watching from, click my link in bio. It's all, every link you see, it's there, right? You are guaranteed to get your first client in 90 days as a copywriter, or you get all of your money back. You get a 100% refund if you don't do it. And so I'll just show you the inside of what the 6-figure copy academy looks like and show you that people are making money. So let's go to wins and let's look at the latest wins in here. Matthew just landed 2 clients in one day, $250, $200. And this is 3 days ago on January 19th or whatever. Austin just landed a client 4 days ago, $1,500. Saw an old friend at the gym this morning. Just started talking to his friend at the gym. The guy pulled out $1,500 in cash and gave it to him on the spot to do his website copy. Done. Kevin just landed a $200 Upwork project that with the potential for a $4,000 retainer. He also landed a $100 test project. And this one, he was just telling me in the DMs that it's likely going to be a $2,000 a month client. They're already just working on their first week together, first test week, but most likely going to be $2,000 a month. Kazim just closed his first client in the first 30 days of joining the academy. Elena landed a $1,000 a month copywriting project. This is for email copy for 1 email per week. 1 email per week for $1,000 a month on retainer. Richard got an apprenticeship. David landed a $1,000 upsell with a Substack newsletter and some Substack notes, which is kind of like social media. $1,000 upsell from a current client. Here's all the people who won prizes in our December client games, where there's over $1,600 in cash prizes and coaching calls. Here's all the people. Austin, he got first place for landing the most clients and getting $3,000 in revenue. Steve got $3,500, Abigail 43, David 2,500, and other people to be determined. So those people all won cash prizes and coaching calls. Austin got another $3,000 gym client. Steve got a $3,500 email client just to close out the end of the year in December, and a whole bunch more people who are landing clients on the inside. And so the Six Figure Copy Academy, how does it work? It works by going and following a 90-day simple roadmap. This is it. This is the classroom. You can see my full course here, the Six Figure Copywriter course, where you go into 4 phases. Phase 1, master copywriting. You're going to learn copywriting. Phase 2, land clients. Phase 3, manage clients and serve them. Phase 4, scale to 6 figures. So it's a 90-day course. You go through step by step. Day 1, watch this video, do this action. Day 2, watch these videos, do these actions. You're going to learn daily habits you need to do every day, the consumer psychology of copywriting, how to dumb down your copy, how to write good copy, how to do AIDA, different copy frameworks. You're going to learn AIDA, then you're going to watch me write a piece of copy using AIDA, right? Monkey see, monkey do. You're going to watch me and then copy me and do the same thing. You're going to watch me write a sales page, then you're going to write a sales page using the Pastor framework. You're going to watch me write an email, then you're going to write an email from scratch. You're going to figure out how to get your copy specialty and your niche chosen. And that's just the copywriting section. Then we're going to go to phase 2, land clients. We're going to learn everything you need to do to land your first client all the way to your first 10K month as a copywriter using the Sniper Bomb method, my entire outreach system, step-by-step, 60 videos, copy exercises, checklist, everything you need to do to find those rich clients, how to turn your social media into lead magnet, client magnet, how to follow up with prospects, how to handle DM objections, how to crush a sales call, how to pitch your services, exactly how to price it, exact templates on what to send to clients to go land them. Then you can serve current clients, how to invoice, how to kick off a project, do in-depth research, and then how to scale to 6 figures per year. All of the tips in here. And you get bonus content. You got in the calendar, you head over here, you're going to see that there's coaching calls every single week. We just had one, I think that was yesterday, coaching call in there for hopping on kind of like this, but in a tight-knit group setting. In those coaching calls, we also have those recorded. So if you miss a call, guess what? Just watch the thing later after it's recorded. Here's the last coaching call we did. There's like 15 people who joined on this one, right? And we go through that and you get to ask your questions in real time, get way more in-depth answers than even this live stream. And then we put those recordings up there. Also in the calendar, you'll notice that there's copy feedback. So every single week you can post your copy and I will personally review it and give you copy feedback. Every single week, you're not gonna be left in the dust wondering if you're getting better with your skills. This is what it looks like, right? This one's closed, but it was a copy feedback post. Post it below, just post a Google Doc, explain a little bit. And here we go. Here's my video back. And other people will give you feedback too, right? They'll give you feedback as well. And you can learn from other people's stuff too. So here's my review back. I tell you what you're doing wrong, how to improve it, how to fix your copy. Every single person who posts copy gets their copy reviewed, okay? So that's how that works. Every single week, you're leveling up with your copy skills as well. So you're not just learning on your own and struggling. Every day you struggle with things, ask questions in the academy, right? Okay, so this person got an assistant replied. What should I say next, right? Boom, boom, boom. Here's what to do, right? Hey, Instagram handles. Let's share these with each other and follow each other on social media. Okay, hey, I did my first Loom follow-up. What do you guys think? Here's some tips, right? People come in and there's people also who will answer your questions who have done what you've done before, right? I'm going to answer your questions as best I can every single day, but there's going to be other people over here, right? Hey, I'm finding potential clients. I'm struggling. What do I do? Hey, I'm going through this stuff. Like, hey, I'm feeling frustrated, but what do I do? And people come in and answer your questions as well, and I'll help you out, right? You get the support of the academy as well, right? So, hey, how do I follow up with this? What should I do? Boom, boom, boom. Here's what you should do. Right. So that's all in here. We got the classroom. We can have discussions. We got the academy games where you can win up to $1,600 in prizes. Whoever lands the most clients gets on there as well. So it's everything you need, right? You can see the members here where everybody is in the world, right? You can even do meetups, which is pretty sweet because it's built on school. So you can see me, I'm way up here in Canada and then in the great white north. You can see people all over the US in the academy, all over. You can do meetups. There's people like a couple people in New York even, like right beside each other. You can meet up with each other, other copywriters, people all over the world, UK, people in Hungary, Croatia, Poland. We got people in India, Pakistan, people in Australia, New Zealand, South America, people in Hawaii, I think over there too, which is really cool. So if you want to guarantee you get your first copywriting client in 90 days, or you get your money back, then join today. So it's $119 per month, right? My one-on-one coaching is normally $1,900 per month. You get the academy for $119, right? So it's a fraction of the price of the one-on-one coaching, and you get all the stuff and all the help and all the support you need to get to 10K a month. So that's just $3.96 per day. So join today, click the link in bio or the link in my description now, and you can join and get started. And besides that, any other questions? If I missed anything, go DM me any questions that I missed, and I would be happy to answer them once I get the time here. But yeah, if you can't afford the course or my academy, that's totally fine too, right? I can't give you access to the academy for free. I just can't. I have too many people asking me that. I can't do it. I got 570 videos on YouTube. Learn for free if you can't afford it, right? If you can't afford the course, that's okay. If you can't afford $3.96 a day, like, go get a job, work a full-time income, save up. And in the meantime, go through my free YouTube, right? Go through YouTube, go watch I have tons of courses in YouTube for free. Go through that for now. Go apply what you can for now for free. And then when you can afford it, feel free, if you want to join the academy later, you can do that. But anyways, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Any other questions, you can just DM me and I'll be happy to answer those as well. But yeah, until then, tune into the next live stream, probably next week. I'll see you guys there.